Lillian Kogo.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. CS Education, why don't you pick your calls? I don't call you for anything personal. When I call you, I'm a representative of the people, and you don't pick your call. And you expect 350 members to come and camp in your office? Why don't you pick your calls? I text you, you don't return my text. Do you know that there are elected leaders whom you should liaise with when you are going to their constituencies? You come to Rangwe, they make for you tea, they do lunch, and you don't tell me you are in my constituency. Then you make a promise you are going to do a multipurpose hall. Nothing has been done on it up to today. How do you go to my constituency to do foundation stone and you don't involve me? Wewe.
Cameron. Cameron. Order. Cameron.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My question to the CS Education, can the Minister state what steps is he going to take over the destruction of Laramoru Primary School? Mr. Speaker, Laramoru Primary School is a school that was opened as a result of a dispute that was there. The people of Laramoru has been fighting for the last 25 years. That is mandatory. And the other day, they agreed to open a school. That is 2 years ago. Then somebody decided to come and destroy the entire school. Now the pupils are learning under trees. What steps are you taking as the Minister of Education to make sure that those children of Laramoru are getting education like any other children? The last one, Mr. Speaker.
There is no luxury of two questions, one only.
I was only requesting the Minister to visit and see the situation of the school. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minister, you can now answer the questions. What's your point of order, Nyamai?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask, I have 304 schools in my constituency. I believe that is the highest in the country. And there is a question that has been asked by so many members about distribution of infrastructure development funds. Honorable Speaker, is it a secret? Why is it that this cannot be projected here for us to see? And Honorable Speaker, if it cannot be done today, I would like to ask that you order that the Cabinet Secretary shows us that list, because that is how schools that have been marginalized can benefit. And this fund does not benefit these schools. Honorable Speaker, who is going to give us a solution to school fees? If the ministry gives 22,244 shillings, parents are paying fees, we are giving bursaries, and every fortnight, every 2 weeks, students are in the market being sent home. Who has the spine to deal with these officers who cannot ensure that government policies are followed? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the first question on the action that we are taking after the verification exercise, that verification exercise has been completed. We are releasing it next week, and then action will be taken against the culprits, and we'll present the whole report to yourselves for further action in certain sections. Also, we'll present it to DSCI and also to EACC. Once we release it next week, action will be taken against all the officers and the principals involved in any irregularity. The question that relates to the 13 schools, 28 teachers. This is the reallocation by Honorable Nicholas. The issue of rationalization of these teachers in schools, where some teachers are more in schools and other schools do not have teachers. This is the exercise that we indicated that we would be working with TSC to ensure that there is redistribution of the teachers to the schools that do not have enough teachers of various subjects, so that we do not disadvantage any of our learners. Wamahua's question, Honorable Wamahua, any activity that is charged by a primary school is illegal and irregular, as activity is fully funded by the ministry in the capitation that is normally released. To Honorable Atandi's question that relates to issues of public participation, the ministry has not effected the implementation of those projects because the resources have not been received. It is a funding challenge. Once the resources are received, we will be able to undertake the implementation of those projects. Honorable Sigei raised a question.
Yes, who is shouting point of order? Atandi, is it Atandi? Atandi, then Makali.
Honorable Speaker, the minister is not saying the truth. When I spoke to National Treasury, they said the ministry has never done any requisition for implementation of those projects. So he cannot claim that the reason the projects are not implemented is because of lack of resources. Thank you.
Makali.
Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. You know, Honorable Speaker, I think this is a very serious session, and we need serious answers, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the issue of funds having not been released is not the truth. Honorable Speaker, we are talking about last year, but one, and this year, Honorable Speaker. And this is not unique to this ministry. It applies to all the ministries where public participation resources have been sent. Honorable Speaker, I think the CSCs in this country are not taking members of parliament seriously. They think we just waste our time and they can do whatever they want to do. It is time we take action, Honorable Speaker. Otherwise, we are going to mess the country. You go out there, you promise things, we can't act as parliament. So we are being seen, Honorable Speaker, as a toothless parliament. You must protect us, Mr. Speaker.
Go on, Minister. Wamawa, take your seat.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
He has answered your question.
I will follow up on the issue of requisition and confirm.
He has said the parents should not pay any activity money.
Yes.
So, Minister, what are you doing about it?
We are gazetting that irregularity that the Gazette is coming on Friday, showing what the parents are supposed to pay and not pay, and after that, our officers in the field will fully implement.
Minister, what is coming out is perhaps there's a disconnect between your ministry and your officers in the field. Because the days we went to school, when an education officer or inspector stepped in our school, everything came to a standstill. And everybody was held to account. I think you should go back to that, because I also come from a county and I see what goes on. Your field men and women are not simply working. So you need to do something.
I'm well guided, Mr. Speaker. We'll definitely act.
Take your seat, Mami.
Yes. Give us the opportunity. We are going to make sure that this
house will support you.
Yes.
To streamline education in this country.
Thank you.
But you must take the big stick and walk with it.
Thank you.
Let him answer all the questions pending first. Go ahead.
Honorable Sigei's question on World Bank projects that were started 10 years ago that have not been done or completed. I am aware that there is a SEQUIP program that was done that was not properly conducted or implemented, and I know that there is an audit that is going on at the moment to be able to inform the decision that will be made on actions that will be taken on those incomplete project. So once the report of the audit is completed, we will take the necessary action and the necessary steps depending on the recommendations of that report. This question of uniforms, we've responded to it by Honorable Wamchomba. We have indicated that the teachers are not supposed to be selling uniforms in school. They should allow parents to buy uniforms from wherever they find the uniforms to be cheaper. But as I said, it's a conversation that we have to make sure that we come up with a lasting solution to the menace that has been brought about by teachers sending away students because of uniforms, including the case that you mentioned, which I wasn't aware of, that they stayed for 2 days in the benches, but we'll get a report on it and take action against that principle. I hope you still don't want me to get fired. Honorable Maungu, this is, these teachers did indicate how many students they will be receiving, and they indicated the capacity of those institutions. So the students were allocated to those schools based on the capacity of those schools. And as I indicated earlier, students were allowed to select the schools of their choice to which they were going. So that once we do the exit report, after we complete the exercise this Friday, then we'll have conversations on what we are going to do about the schools that did not receive any students, and the rationalization and reallocation of the teachers and other resources and infrastructure that would be in those institutions. So we'll rationalize that to ensure that even these schools that received more of the students than what they normally do is because they had an extra classroom arising out of the fact that we did not have Form 2s currently. The budget deficit that I've indicated as being 48, it is the figure that has been presented to us, and it was the figure that was presented, and it is true. Whether it is a shortfall of 35 billion or 48 billion, it just means that we still do not have the capacity to pay out to the schools the actual amount that is stipulated in the policies, and we'll need your support to raise this figure to that particular policy amounts so that we can be releasing the amounts to schools that they actually deserve. Now, the capitation that we release is based on the data that we receive from the schools, and there's no discrepancy between the number of the students that we are sending textbooks to that of capitation. The number is aligned because we receive that from the schools. The question of the security of our teachers in the Kericho areas, I indicated we are working with the Ministry of Interior. I don't have the full list of all the schools where there is insecurity, but